Okay, we were talking about bugs.
Yes, and that's like one of my favorite subjects now. Instead of, oh no, not bugs. Like, it's so great because all the herbs, the lavender, the rosemary, garlic, ginger, chopped them up, put them in the sugar, put the cheapest alcohol I could find, maybe some bootleggers, leftovers, yucky stuff, and ferment these things and make the greatest bug repellent sprays and supplements to systemically keep them away, because I can feed these with small amounts to the plants and empower them and empower all of this, and I can even eat some of that stuff when we're done.
Absolutely.
The leftover ginger was good in the rice, so keeps all the bugs away. And then the sugar subject with the spraying of the powdered sugar in the evening and rinsing it off in the morning.
The diatomaceous earth.
The diatomaceous earth, I dip the plants when I get them in a little bit of water and diatomaceous earth. I like to get it wet so I don't breathe it in, but
I also do a citric ferment, which I add beer to.
Right.
Because back to the alcohol, it's the yeast in the alcohol that we're looking for. That yeast creates a microbial life and basically creates an inoculant for the plant.
Yes, I have it. I like the Cinnabir vodka. That's a good one too. Yes.
Yeah, I like a little beer with a little lemon. Basically, you're creating your own. It's kind of like a Dr. Zyme's big time kind of combination, but not really. It's kind of, you know, my own thing. But you can find online different citric based ferments that are used for inoculants.
Yes, and pH in the water, you can do that naturally with the citric acid. You can just buy it down there bulk.
Raising up your sugar with molasses will bring up your Brinks levels. Bugs cannot survive with a high Brinks level.
Keeping your pH correct and is always one great way to keep the bugs away too, because they just can't survive. I learned a lot about ants. They have a whole nation that they'll go way out of their way to gather your bugs and keep them down underground over winter for you. And so when you see ants, you might think they're not doing you any harm, but you should follow them. You should learn more about the bugs.
That's what I was talking about earlier. We need to know what are good bugs and what are bad bugs. For example, praying mantis. You can actually buy the nests, put them on your plants, and have them hatch. So you have your own colonies, and they protect your plants.
I love ladybugs. They are the same way.
And sugar. You spray the sugar so the ladybugs don't fly away. So all these ways are cheap, organic, and cost less than a $30 bottle that you'll have to buy twice a week.
Right.
We bought a bag of powdered sugar and got some ladybugs, you know, or some lemon juice and half a beer
last year, and I did do a little bit of preventative sprays when I did see bugs on some of my surrounding plants, like the sage or rosemary or whatever, and it was hydrogen peroxide and water, just a little teaspoon per gallon, and it just felt right, you know.
Well, that's good for the powdery mildew.
It's really good for everything.
That's really good for everything. And back to that inoculant idea, that keeps off the powdery mildew, because people have issues with that. So if you can have something that also takes care of bugs and takes care of the powdery mildew, yay!
Yay!